a mess. I'm mooching off my milk. She be hoping that I take a knee. Yes, I be open to that shrimp life. This is how we live, this is how we exist. Love the kicks and we love the hits. All in the house and I'm wrecking. If I sleep, I'm on record. I'm in my own world, throw the money up and make my own weather. Mommy playing.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Buccaneers.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Ben, about to put a mansion on the beach. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to a if I could just make a dance that goes with this song, then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in week one as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and to the newly renovated Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll begin the drive with a J. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A first down throw for Winston. It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Winston gives to Martin on the draw. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
In the red zone this time. Following the penalty, Martin. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Well, now they'll try the end around. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Charles, these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, last year, Dirk Cutter's first year, finishing 9-7. Now, that was their first winning season since 2010, but still not enough to get them in the playoffs. They've missed those 9 straight seasons. And, in fact, their last playoff win, gosh, that was way back in Super Bowl 37.
But for Buccaneer fans and the team, optimism is really high.
Yeah.
They felt like they played well down the stretch. They felt like they can play against some of the big boys in the league now. Defensively, they've got to get better and continue to do so. I like the pick of Justin Evans, the safety out of Texas A&M. He brings a hitter's mentality to that part of the field, and then you flip it over to offense. It's one thing to say that you believe in Jameis Winston. There's another thing to show it by giving him O.J. Howard, a tight end out of Alabama, and Chris Godwin, a wide receiver out of Penn State in the first 3 rounds.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
And went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Again, they run with Sims. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Sims. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. These Dolphins last year, Charles, won 9 of their last 11 coming down the stretch before the playoff loss to Pittsburgh. Finished 10-6. That was their first postseason trip since 2008. But this once-proud franchise has not won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
And I expect that to change in 2017 because the groundwork they laid in 2016 with a brand-new head coach in Adam Gase and a brand-new attitude and a lot more toughness than maybe what people expected. That's what keyed the run game with Jay Ajayi, and they gave him Isaac Asiata, a guard out of Utah, to increase that toughness up front.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing in first.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run here with Sims. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down following the run. Jameis to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think... show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they try the right side here. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay, 66 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working out of the gun, Winston. A dump off to Sims. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go now.
A first throw for the backup Cutler. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Remember when youngsters used to kind of wait their turn before they got on the field? Vernon Hargreaves has never really done that. Didn't do it at Florida. Definitely didn't do it as a rookie at Tampa. I love his ability to diagnose and react to the football.
And reacted well there to get the pick. Now they run with Sims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Cutler to throw on second down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now Cutler on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now after the interception, here's Cutler. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
And Devontae Parker was one of 3 Miami receivers to go over 700 yards last year, along with Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills. But I do know this. They'd love to have one of them emerge and be that 1,000-yard guy and take the pressure off of everyone else.
Here's Cutler. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a handoff looking right. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On third down, Cutler. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. William Golston. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Gone. It's Cutler. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Parkey's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Second down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cutler going deep here for Parker. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Sims. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Bucks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Sims. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Now Sims. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Jameis on second down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. Play action now. Winston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Second down now after the pass completion. Throwing here, Cutler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. incomplete here on third down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And
they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 69 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown as a Buccaneer. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Cutler. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Cutler. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, it's Cutler. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And adding on to their lead, the Jaguars have scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Space to maneuver at the 40. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go.
Cutler will throw. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. This is Ajayi. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Now let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Cutler on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Cutler looking to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, Cutler. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. second down following the run. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bucks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Well, this is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw is Winston. Evans has it left side. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Bucks. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Second down, 8. Now Winston. A dump off to Sims. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. The Bucks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Draw here on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Here we go now. Boom,
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Red zone opportunity. On 3rd down, Cutler. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's Cutler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm
with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This run defense was a weakness last year toward the bottom of the league, and early returns not good here this year.
And that's too bad because you and I both know that when you have something that's a weakness from your team the year before, you spend a lot of time out in the offseason, whether it's personnel, adjustments in scheme, all of those things. So that's got to be disheartening to start off the season this way.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The first carry here for Jaquez Rogers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Winston now. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A Buccaneer first. Winston finding his new target, Jackson. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Winston running the option left here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now Winston. He's got Evans. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bucs, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from